Hey guys, I've been noticing a lot of gaming related tag videos on YouTube lately. I mean, they've been there for a while, but I've just really started paying attention. And I've decided to make my own, my first own tag thing. I'm not really tagged a lot, so I decided to be a loser and make my own. I don't know if something like this already exists. If it does, oh well. Just pretend I'm branching off from it, even if it does. But I'm gonna call it the wishlist tag, and basically, I want you to give me your console wish list, why you want each console, and what console you want the most, and why you want that one the most. So I'll go ahead and do mine right here now. My wish list, it's pretty long because I'm a console collector as well as a game collector. Sega CD Model 1, Sega 32X, a Master System, a 3DO, a PS3, a top loader NES, original Intellivision because I have the Model 2. A TurboGrafx 16, a Commodore 64, a VIC-20, an Atari XE, a Clear Green N64, an original Xbox, a Lynx, a Disk System, a Neo Geo AES and MVS, and a Game Boy Light. I want the 32X and the Sega CD because, first of all, they just look awesome on a Genesis in my opinion. Second of all, they have a great library of games in my opinion. A lot of people say they're crap, but I really like I like the full motion video games especially. I think those are really funny how they did those and how popular those, well, not popular, but revolutionary, once again, imaginary air quotes that you couldn't see. But yeah, revolutionary, how the revolutionary they were back then. And then I want a Sega Master System because it just has such an awesome library of games. It's ridiculous. Everyone's always talking about it here on YouTube, and I just really want to try some of those games out. A 3DO because it's just a really weird system. I mean, it's not one of those systems with a ton of great games, but then it has its gems like Wing Commander 3. And then it tried to be like a home entertainment. I mean, not home entertainment, just like tried to be like an all-in-one console, but that could only play video games. Like, I tried to look like a stereo and video game system and VCR, but you couldn't pull it off. And then I want a PS3 just because, you know, I have the other two current gen consoles, and I would like the games for the PS3, like God of War 3 and what's it called? Wow, I can't remember the game's title. Little Big Planet. Can't believe I forgot that game. Then I want a top loader NES because I actually like the design of the original NES better, but it just doesn't work too well anymore, you know. And if I do get a top loader NES, I'm gonna try to AV mod it, so I'm gonna look for one of those. Then next I want the original Intellivision. I want that because I only have the Model 2 Intellivision, which I personally think looks better, but it only plays so many games in the library. I already have a game that I can't play in my Intellivision collection, which kind of sucks. It's Donkey Kong. Then TurboGrafx 16 once again has an awesome library of games. Spider 1A kind of got me interested in the TurboGrafx 16. He has a bunch of really good reviews, and the TurboGrafx 16 seems to have a lot of awesome games. Next is the Commodore 64 and the VIC-20. I was thinking about this for a while because I really like the older games just for the novelty, really, to see what they could do with such limited space, see the kind of games they could come up with. And I was really thinking about I was really thinking about these two, if I really wanted them or not, if it was worth it. But then I was in a flea market and I found a Commodore monitor for $5, and I was like, oh well, it'll look really cool, and it has some awesome quirky games for it. So yeah, I think I really want those. Then the Atari XE, it plays of course Atari XE games, and then most of the Atari 8-bit library for like the 800XL, which is another reason I would like an 800XL, but I don't want to spend all the extra money just so if I could just get one system to play all the games. And this one's just purely for nostalgia, the Clear Green N64, the Donkey Kong 64 version. My cousin had one, and we mainly used my cousin's N64 when I was younger. We always played games together, and I just had a lot of memories with it. It'd be cool to get one back. Then original Xbox, well, the original Xbox has a lot of really good games for games that didn't come out on the PS2 back in the day. And a lot of Dreamcast ports actually, like the Jet Set Radio games went onto it and all that good stuff. And I've been finding a lot of original Xbox games lately, so it'd be cool to get one. The next console is the Lynx. This one is mostly just for collector's value. Like, I have all the other handhelds of the time, like the Game Gear and the Game Boy, all those generic, easy to find ones, which all have great games. This one is just kind of a weird one of the time, I think. There's just Atari randomly was like, we're gonna make a handheld, and I think it'd just be pretty cool to have in my collection. And it's pretty cool looking. It's pretty giant. I'm sure it has some gems in its game library, but I don't really know of any. Then there's a Famicom Disk System. This thing is just really cool to me. First of all, they're pretty hard to find because they require a lot of maintenance, a lot of moving parts. But I think this was a really cool thing that Nintendo did back in the day that I really wish they did for the NES. So it would have been pretty cool. And then there's the Neo Geo AES, the home version. This is going to be near the end of my game collecting, near the end of my list of what I'm going to get, because the console itself is really expensive, and then even the games can be expensive, the controllers, memory cards, it's all really expensive. But I do eventually want to get one. And this next one, I'm planning to do my next console. I found one for a really good price, but couldn't get it. Neo Geo MVS, the arcade system. Really cool looking. It's awesome controls. It's an arcade machine. Games aren't that expensive. They're cheaper than the AES versions because they're less sought after. There's actually a funny story behind the whole me wanting to get a Neo Geo. There's one on Craigslist, and it was really cheap, and I wanted to get it, and the guy told me I could get it, but then he emailed me back and he's like, yeah, I sold it on you, dude. Sorry, I'm a douche. I mean, what? And then you guys all know Tim, aka Jumble Junkie. That's what he always says. He's pretty cool. I love his videos. He actually made a video about how he got an AES, and I noticed the picture was, his video is almost the same as the picture of the MVS the guy sent me. And if you guys didn't know, me and Tim actually live pretty close together. We're a couple hours away. We can both go to a fun spot whenever we want. Ha ha ha. But yeah, it had the same games. It was from the same guy. We figured that out. It was actually pretty funny. I'm glad he got it instead of some random jerk. But anyways, I digress. And last console on my list is the Game Boy Light. I just thought this was a weird one. Another thing we didn't get in America, but it plays American games. It's just a weird Game Boy in the Game Boy series. It has a backlight, almost like an early digital watch, that blue hue backlight. They're pretty cool, and they come mainly in silver and gold, which is an awesome color to release your handhelds in. So yeah. And I think right now on my list, the one I'm going to get the most is the Neo Geo MVS, because I just think it's the coolest thing on my list. It's really awesome, and I'm glad Tim got it, but I still kind of wish I got it. That would have been pretty cool for me to get an MVS for that price with those games. So yeah, guys, pray for me to get my MVS. So yeah, that's basically the tag, how you do that. People I'm going to be tagging are misterintellivision, Thomas3120, and I think Atari Leaf, because he seems pretty cool. You heard me, Atari Leaf. You better be doing this. So yep, those 3 people, if they want to make a response video, that'd be really cool. Try to spread it around, see if my first tag is successful. So yeah, thanks for watching.